It's a group of people that have interests and then they collectively explore those interests.
It's made me a kinder, more, educated, more loving, better human being.
And I think Wierd and the events are just sort of manifestations of friends wanting to do creative stuff together.
From the moment that I stepped foot in the space, I was really, really passionate about it. Like, I felt really accepted and really, facilitated to express myself in whichever capacity I wanted.
Through bush toofs, warehouse parties, bunker raves, but also art and educational nights, Wierd looks to move away from the restrictive clubbing scene of Sydney and provide an alternative avenue for personal expression and connection.
Yeah. The one that I'm most proud of, which I did for Wierd, was I kind of facilitated the connection between Jara, who designed the stage using 3D modelling, and this 3D modelling specialist. In the end, it was just like this highly detailed 3D art that was exactly the stage, basically. And because it's so bright, the projectors, when it's projected back over, it takes the original stage out of context and it looks like the stage is actually moving. Like, there's only so much you can do when it's just music playing. For really transformative experience, you really need, in my opinion, like pretty cool laser sliding and projection mapping.
An activity on our...
We actually had our headliner, who was a Swiss DJ and producer who had heritage in South America, and his music was inspired by him going back to his own country and reconnecting with the people in his country and just learning from the tribe and taking inspiration from that and transforming that into his music. And it's the things like that which really inspire the community to think creatively and think outside the box.
Concentrating my voice in your mind as we get closer to the door now, beginning to reach out to, almost there, reaching out, getting ready to step through.
We also host smaller events where the emphasis is less on partying and celebration, but more on like learning and creativity.
It could be people doing performance arts, which means like fire spinners or hula hoopers or kind of like performance specialists.
Motivational conversations, meditation, just people like expressing what they do with their time.
As the Duff veterans here, we're talking about portraying our community in the light that it should be represented as, which is something ultimately healthy.
There's like problems with these kinds of underground events being advertised on Facebook. So, for instance, our next event, Wierd 3.5 in December, we're not going to be putting that on the internet, which I think is a good step in the right direction for these kinds of events with the government and stuff's crackdown. But yeah, our Facebook page is really successful, and so is our Instagram, and it's nice to stay in touch and like maintain that kind of community.
We've connected with other properties and farm owners who hold spaces where they really encourage people to come onto their land and enjoy themselves and really enjoy the natural surroundings. But at the same time, they really encourage people to do so with a real respect for the land and to really instigate the principle of leave no trace. We have like waste facilities and we have recycling initiatives, and we really make sure that whatever people are bringing onto the property, that they're either taking it home or they're disposing it in a manner which will go back into the system.
At the end of the day, although Wierd is a personal outlet for expression through music and dance, the purpose of the collective really branches beyond the music. It's about the curation of transformational settings and conscious environments in which like-minded people are able to come together to explore and to learn with one another.